All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue with conversions. And the one thing it does say is that when we do this, we need to express it as a mixed number. So if you see that it's an improper fraction, make sure you go ahead and put it as a mixed number. The one thing that we need to remember on this is that using your formula sheet can be helpful. However, it's not going to give you the exact measurement because you kind of will have to go backwards a little bit. And I'll explain it as we get to this. So the first one's already been done for you, and it says 2 feet equals how many yards, okay? And I know that I said that's already done it. Your answer's already there, so you know that. So what we do is we go ahead and we take our 2 feet and we separate out the number from that unit. And then this is where we're able to take that unit and convert it into what I want to move it into. Now, what we see on here is we know that 1 yard equals 3 feet. Well, what we have to do is we kind of have to do it backwards because I want to know that 1 foot equals what of a yard? Well, if I want to take this 3 feet and I want to move that 3 to the other side, I'm going to divide it, so it's going to be 1/3. And that's how they got 1/3 of a yard. And then we do our normal multiplication. Sorry guys, it's going to be a little blurry until it focuses back in after I've taken my formula sheet off. So then what I can do is I can go ahead and multiply, and just remember guys, when I multiply, I just multiply straight across, and whole numbers always have that invisible 1 underneath. So it's 2 times 1 is 2, and then 1 times 3 is 3, so it's 2/3 of a yard. Okay, so we know the same thing as we know that 1 foot equals, so 1 foot equals 1/3 of a yard. Okay, so this is the same thing. I've got 4 feet equals how many yards? So they already did this for us where they took that 4 times 1 foot, so they've separated that out. Now I'm going to put what 1 foot equals. Well, 1 foot equals 1/3 of a yard. And if I were to multiply this out, it would be 4 times 1. And then remember, there's that invisible 1 underneath there, 1 times 3. So 1 times 3. So 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3, and this is where it's an improper fraction and I want to turn it into a mixed number. It would be 1 and 1/3 of a yard. So your answer is 1 and 1/3. Okay. Same thing over here. So this is going to be inches to feet, and what's really nice is that it's the same exact measurement so that when I figure out that conversion, I don't have to do multiple ones. So I know that 1 inch equals how much of a foot? Well, you guys know that when I come here, let's see here, 1 foot equals 12 inches. So I want to basically move this 12 to the other side. So it's going to be 1/12 of a foot. So 1 inch equals 1/12 of a foot. And guys, if you think about it, if you're confused, like where are you getting this from? Well, look, what if I would draw this? And this would be my foot. Okay, and I have 12 inches in 1 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so here's my 1 foot. I only want to know 1 inch, and it would be 1/12 of a foot. Okay, so I'm going to do 7 times 1 inch because remember, I want to turn that 1 inch into that foot. So now I can do 7 times 1/12 of a foot. And then remember invisible 1. Okay, that's kind of why I make it small and like lighter. So now I can just multiply straight across. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 12 is 12 feet. So it is 7/12 of a foot. Okay, so we already know this, that 1 inch is 1/12 of a foot. So I'm just going to take that 13 inches. Oops, sorry guys. And I'm going to multiply it by 1 inch because all I'm doing is separating out my measurement. So I'm going to do 13 times 1/12 of a foot because I just replaced that. Here's that invisible 1. I get 13 times 1 is 13. 1 times 12 is 12 feet. Improper fraction, but it is 1 and 1/12 of a foot. Okay, 1 and 1/12. Alrighty. The next one, 5 ounces. So I want to know 1 ounce equals how many pounds? Okay. So remember guys, it's the same thing like what I did up here is I could turn this into ounces, and instead of it being 12, because 1 pound equals 16 ounces, that I know that from right here, it's going to be 1 ounce is going to be 1/16 of a pound. Same thing, if I were to draw that bar down here, and this is going to be my 1 pound, I would have 16 ounces in all of these, and I'm not going to draw this out. So this is going to be 16 ounces right here. I only want to look at one of them, and that would be 1/16. Okay, so I'm going to take 5 times 1 ounce. Now I can replace it with 5 times 1/16 of a pound. Okay, and then 5 times 1 is 5, and then remember that little invisible 1/16 of a pound. Your answer is 5/16. Okay, can use the same conversion. So I've got 18 ounces. Oops, sorry guys, I don't want to do that. I feel like sometimes they write some of this stuff that it makes it like a little bit repetitive, that I don't need to write 18 equals. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just do 18 times 1 ounce, because I'm just separating out that measurement from the number. Now I can do 18 times 1/16 of an ounce. Remember your invisible 1. I get 18/16, because 18 times 1 is 18, 1 times 16 is 16. So to convert that into an improper fraction, I actually get 1 2/16. And I can actually simplify this, because I can divide this by 2 and this by 2, and I'm going to get 1 1/8. Okay, so the answer is going to be 1 1/8 of a pound.